Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. And today, as you see in the title, we are doing another pickups video. Yes, you guys thought I was going to leave you hanging for the weekend. No way. I wanted to get this video done for you guys so you have something to watch. Lots of cool different items here. I think you guys will find some interest in a lot of things here. But I had to edit this video really fast, so let's get right into it. Alright, so here is Alone in the Dark. Yes, we finally got a new Alone in the Dark game, and they actually did a good job on this one. So I just want to start off. You get to play as two characters in this game. I chose Edward Carnby because he is the main star of the series. But I do hear that the girl, if you play with her, it's more like you find out more of the mystery of the story, I would say. So it's more story driven on her side. But I had to go with Edward, and this game did not disappoint. Now, I have not played the first three Alone in the Dark games, but I come to find out that this is a remake of the first game, I believe. So, just to start off, you're in this mansion. You're looking for the girl's uncle. And the mansion is pretty much like your hub. I mean, you feel like you're safe in there, but at the same time, you don't. And I'll kind of go into that a little bit in a second here. But I love how the game pulls you in to really want to know what's going on. You know, when the games do that, you know, they've done their job, and they did that with me. So the mystery really pulled me in. Reading the notes definitely helped out with the story, and all the notes you read on the side are voice acted, so I thought that was pretty cool they added that in. I like how the game kind of transitions to the other world, because sometimes you won't even realize it. Now, the enemies in the game are pretty creepy. You have like swamp monsters and like all kind of like just hideous stuff, so be prepared for that. But you only usually have to face them in the other world. Now, the puzzles in this game were pretty clever. They helped put a break in the action, which I didn't want to happen, but still, they were pretty good. Some bad news, though, and unfortunately, this game did not sell well enough, so the company that put it together got disbanded from what I'm hearing, so this might be the last Alone in the Dark game we see in a while. But I do want to put out there that this is a solid game. It's not a AAA title. It's more like an A or AA title, but it's really well done, guys, and it didn't deserve, you know, the company get disbanded, but that's how it goes these days, unfortunately. But if you pick this one up, you're in for a solid adventure. I'm pretty sure you guys saw the pickups video I did with Jason, but if you did not, Jason actually gifted me one of these New Wave toy arcades, and I've done like a review of these on my channel before. I think the last one I did was a Kubert machine. But this is Frenzy, and this one was actually pretty fun. This is a cool arcade, but this actually has two arcades in it. It's a Frenzy and one other one. Let me see here. Okay, it's Frenzy and Berserk, but I don't know how to activate Berserk for some reason. Maybe you guys could help. Here's Remember Me. So I originally played this game on the PS3, and I enjoyed it. It got a little bit weird, you know, because the whole thing with this game is that you're trying to get your memories back, but you have to like kind of like dive into these machines and like, oh man, it's really weird, man. Like you have to like take out fake memories, put in new memories. It gets all crazy, but I think it was a unique attempt to make something interesting. Now, I can't say the same for the combat. It was a little bit wonky, but still I got used to it. But if you guys have played this game, I'd love to know your opinions about it. I want to give a shout out to my buddy Kyle because he hooked me up with the 360 copy. He said this one's superior over the PS3 version. Now, I've been playing the game, and it's been a little bit tough, but hopefully I'll start to remember things.
She's going nowhere. Nila, do you read me?
Edge, I read you.
Someone's trying to hijack our comms. Try to get somewhere higher. Hurry.
Nila, all these years and still choosing the losing side. Time for the Christmas show!
The name is Nilin. This time, you'll remember me.
Got some really cool items to show you from Project Retro Games, so let's take a look at Demolition Man first. This is the movie edition, which has the soundtrack for the movie on the game. I guess the original game didn't have to really have the movie soundtrack, so that really kind of changes a lot of things up, man, especially the feel when you play this game. But just want to show you the game obviously is a press disc. You obviously get a manual, and you guys know how Project Retro Games does it. Press games, manuals, all that stuff. Now, as far as the game itself, it is an action platform game, and it follows the movie storyline I think pretty well. It even has a FM cutscenes, the grainy ones that you guys probably remember from back in the day. But the game does switches to a top-down action part, so it switches it up between the action so it doesn't get like tiresome. One thing that stuck out to me with this movie back in the day is Wesley Snipes' hair. I could not believe that blonde hair was just looked so bad to me. It looks even worse now. But that's my motivation for playing this game. Gotta take out Wesley Snipes because that hairdo is terrible. But anyways, guys, Demolition Man, definitely a game you want to add on your radar. Now here is Castlevania Symphony of the Night Collection. Now this was a total surprise. I had no idea he was putting this together. And now I gotta show you everything that comes with this because there is a lot of stuff. I was really shocked with what this came with. But this version of Castlevania is the Japanese version with English subtitles. I think a lot of people prefer the Japanese voice acting, so that's why this was put together. Alright, so here's some maps for the game. That's a poster right here. And here, right here, got a little registration card. That's pretty cool. Little nice touch there. And here is a map of the castle. That is always handy to have for a game like this because you actually create the map as you walk through the game. If you guys remember that back in the day. Here's some cards of the characters. You got Alucard there. Then we got Richter, which is my favorite Belmont. And of course, Lord Dracula. Then here is an artwork book. So yeah, that's pretty cool to have. Definitely some cool art with this series. There we go. Richter, Maria, Alucard, the Librarian, Alucard's mom, Succubus. And I believe this right here is a more dedicated manual than the one that comes with it. So you have another manual for this, which is pretty cool. Yeah, lots of detail in here. So definitely pretty impressive stuff so far. And here's a script card telling us about the changes made in this version of the game and why. And then, of course, here is the soundtrack for the game. I'm not going to open this up right now, but it's always nice to have a good soundtrack. And here's the game itself. Just want to remind everybody that in order to play these games, well, at least the PlayStation and Saturn games that you get from Project Retro Games, you have to have a modded system or some kind of device that will help you like bypass the security. And here is everything all spread out. This is still available on Project Retro Games. Before you guys head over there, which I'll have links in the description, we still got some more stuff from Project Retro Games. Here's a Smurfs Collection for Sega CD and the Sega Genesis. Now, the owner of Project Retro Games has been going crazy about putting this out for a while now. And now it's finally here. Some of you guys may have saw this in Hancock's video too, because he got one as well. So the Smurfs are platform games. This is Genesis version, part 2, exclusive to that system, I believe. This collection also came with a map of the Smurfs world, Smurftacular. But anyways, pretty cool. I used to like the Smurfs back in the day. I haven't seen them in years, but man, the thing they made a game from is pretty crazy. But here's the Sega CD one. This is the one I'm looking forward to playing because I like that Q sound. And I believe this Sega CD version has FM cutscenes. So yeah, you have those to look forward to. Now, a closer look at the Genesis version, which is Smurfs Part 2. Like I said, I think this one is exclusive to the Genesis. But to be honest with you guys, the only reason I'm pumped up about these games is because the owner of Project Retro Games was really excited about these games, and he kept telling me that they are must-play. So we'll see if he's right. But here is a look at some of the gameplay. The game actually looks pretty cool. You know, I could see myself playing this on the Sega CD back in the day. I guess what I should be asking is, does anybody even remember the Smurfs? You know, I remember catching them every Saturday morning back in the day. But yeah, you never really hear anybody talking about the Smurfs these days. You know, I feel like they're forgotten about. But maybe we can bring back a resurgence with this game. Here is Dusk Falls. This is an open world 3D game that didn't come out for English PlayStation back in the day, but the game finally got translated, and of course, Project Retro Games made it happen for us. So going into a little of the story of this game, the game takes place on Christmas Day. It's snowing, everyone's enjoying the day until they found out about a girl who got attacked in the forest, and that's where the game picks up at. Now, this game is a murder mystery, so I won't give you details on who gets murdered, but the game has a timer. You have 7 days to complete the game, and 1 hour in game is like 5 minutes in real time. So basically, you can't play the game recklessly unless you don't care what kind of ending you get. The time gimmick reminds me of how Shenmue works. But this is one of those games that would have been great if it had came out to America back in the day. I know the studio that made it, the same people who made Clock Tower series, Human Entertainment, they folded like around the time this game's release. So unfortunately, we didn't get an American release back in the day. But I think it would have did pretty well. But hey, better late than never. So if you guys like the items I've shown, definitely follow Project Retro Games on Instagram. I have a link in the description. They got some really cool projects coming up, guys. So definitely give them a follow and check them out. We have Agelos. I hope I said that right, but if I didn't, I'm sorry. So if you played like 8-bit adventure games on the Nintendo system, you kind of know what you're gonna get here. Or if you played Monster World on the Sega Master System, or even on the Sega Genesis, you'll know what to expect with this game. Except with this game, you don't turn into a monster. You're pretty much playing a knight that's I think you're trying to get the elements or something like that. I was looking at the story briefly in the beginning, but it's pretty basic, but it's actually really cool in a way. I started playing this game. I wanted to play for a couple minutes, and I ended up like playing for an hour and everything. So had a lot of fun with it. Still playing it, of course. You know, I'm eventually going to beat the game, but I kind of wanted to let you guys know this game was out there, and it was on the cheap, and it comes with a manual. So definitely check out Agelos if you're looking for 8-bit adventure, like something a little bit nostalgic. And here's Batugun, part of the Saturn Tribute Boosted series. Man, this game is insane. Oh my god, it's so good, guys. I can see why this game was so expensive on the Saturn, man. When I saw the price for it originally on the Saturn, I didn't pay any attention. So I was like, man, whatever, man. I would never pay that for this game. But since they ported it to PS4 and Switch, and I finally got to play it, oh my god, this game might even be worth those prices. No, I'm just kidding. Nothing's worth that price. But still, very good shoot 'em up game, guys. Probably one of the best vertical shoot 'em up games out there. This is just really that good. The effort they love and put into this game. I mean, if this game came out to America on the Saturn, these are the type of games that would help save the Saturn in America. You know, not just shoot 'em ups, but you know what I mean. Just like if people got to see games like this in America, it would have been amazing back in the day. But anyways, probably, oh my god, I probably have to make another shoot 'em up video. But probably this is definitely one of the top shooters out there, I would say. But anyways, you guys let me know what you think about it. You haven't heard of the GG Retro Box? They are pretty much a retro nostalgia. You buy mystery boxes from them, and you always get good surprises. Now, the prices vary, but on your first purchase, you'll get 15% off with my discount code. I feel like where my collection is at right now is always hard to impress me, but GG Retro Box doesn't let down. And this is a good way for somebody who's like new into collecting to start their collection. These mystery boxes are on point, and I definitely think a lot of you guys will like them. So make sure you guys hop on this deal of these mystery boxes. My code, do not forget it, it's in the description. And also remember, guys, GG Retro Box is a treasure trove of retro nostalgia. Definitely don't miss out. All right, so here we have Gunfighter, The Legend of Jesse James. Now, I feel like a lot of people never heard of this game, and that's okay because it was released like pretty much after the PlayStation's life cycle, I would say. Well, like towards the end, of course, but this is an on-rail shooter, and you know, it's a lot of fun. Definitely, I would call it, I shouldn't say a gem or nothing like that in the on-rails genre, but still, it's a pretty cool game. The only problem I had with this game is that some of the character models look pretty ugly, so you might shoot at everything in this game. And that might not be a good thing considering like some of the tasks, but you can hide behind cover, you know, things like that. Kind of like very similar to Time Crisis, but just only in like the Wild West. I'm not really sure if everybody will hook up their gun con just to play this, But if you're a fan of on-rail shooters, it's definitely something you should have in your collection. Here's the Ninja Jamaro Collection, well, Deluxe Edition. This includes 6 games, and one of these games inspired Reggie's Radical Adventures. I'm pretty sure you can figure out which one. But got this collection. It was on sale for like $14, so I said, yep, I'm going to go ahead and pick this up. And, you know, I feel like some of these games are really good, so I think definitely this is worth that price. I like that more and more companies are putting these compilations together for us because I'm feeling like a lot of these games are forgotten about. So some of these companies put these compilations together, and hey, maybe they're even working on a sequel. Usually when they put these kind of collections together, they might be working on some kind of new game, but they make these to kind of get interest back in the series. So we'll see. But other than that, it's still cool to have these games. If you guys have played them, let me know what you think. Limited Legacy Games, they are a new company, and they sent me a copy of their newest game, which is Boxville for the PlayStation 4. Now, this is one of those point-and-click puzzle games. I think what's going to pull a lot of people towards this game is probably the art style. This is all hand-drawn, as you can tell, and it really stands out. Now, I'm very picky on these type of games. You know, you guys know I play the Siberia series, and that could get pretty crazy. But this one is pretty simple, I would say. You know, if you know what you're doing with this game, it'll probably take you about an hour to beat it. But still, I thought it was pretty interesting, and I wanted to include it in this video. So if you guys are interested in this game, I'll put a link in the description. And it looks like Limited Legacy Games is in Seattle. So yeah, they're like a neighbor, so that's good to know. But anyways, guys, yeah, let me know if you're interested in this one. And like I said, I'll have the link in the description. Looks like they got some pretty cool, unique releases coming out soon, so keep your eye out. Now we're going to look at a publisher called Serenity Forge. I picked up quite a few games from them lately. Here's 2064 Read-Only Memories. So this is a cyberpunk game, kind of like a visual, like novel-ish game, like kind of like similar to games like Snatcher, I would say. I originally got to play this back on the PS4, but I let my friend borrow a copy of it, and he never returned it. So I ended up getting this Switch copy, and now I think I'm going to be able to enjoy it more so on the Switch. I think this game is perfect on the Switch, on the go, so definitely looking forward to it from that point. But I'm starting to get back into games like this, so you guys in the comments, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have played this game, but I would love to know your opinion on it because, you know, getting back into a game sometimes could be a little bit difficult, but I feel like I won't have any problem doing that with this one, especially with all the stuff this one has going on with it. But let me know if you think it's worth the time.
Are likely to have experience with.
Oh, so this is one of those things where you need a streetwise kid to show you the ropes.
You know, you're a bit chattier than most ROMs. I guess it makes sense that Parallax employees get the shiniest new toys, huh?
So if you want my help, you gotta do something for me. If you got a problem with that, tough. My neighborhood, my help, my rules.
You clearly already know how to safely scope a battlefield, how to avoid detection by enemies, how and when to escalate to combat, you know, and everything else.
Here's the space for the Unbound. I don't think a lot of people know about this game. Maybe some of you guys do, but I found out about this game. And once I saw the graphical style, I said, yeah, I got to get this one. Now, this is a story-driven game, so it's not really much like action going on in it, but you pretty much do certain events. And like, I don't want to say too much because I feel like talking about anything in this game will be a spoiler when it comes to the story. But it's kind of got that like change like things that happen type vibe in it, like something like similar to Chrono Trigger, I would say. But anyways, guys, if you see this one out there, I would say definitely, you know, give it a go. I feel like these type of games are like a lost art style in a way. Not many people are doing pixelated graphics these days unless it's like crowdfunded or something. And as of this video, this is the game I'm currently playing as Dusk Falls. Oh my god, I am so invested into this game. Matter of fact, I'm as soon as this video is done editing, I'm going right back to it. This is one of those narrative adventures where there's like a bad situation that happens and all the characters intertwine with the situation. There's a robbery. There's some people that are kind of moved to another place. They get involved in it. It's just like crazy. So if you played games like this in the past, you know what the gameplay is going to be like. So pretty much there's choices that interact with the story. So there's different endings, and also there's quick time events. So depending on your situation, you know, something could be permanent and it could affect your ending. So as of right now, everybody is alive that I think that could stay alive. So I'm trying to get everybody alive, like out safely in this game. But man, it's intense. So I don't want to keep yammering on about it too much because I might spoil some stuff for you guys. But definitely worth a pickup. You got to get this game physical, guys, because I'm not saying there's nothing like it, but man, it is entertaining and it's so well done. You know, I love everything about this game. The art style, just the voice acting, it's great. So do yourselves a favor and go out and grab this game immediately.
There's enough cash in that safe to put the last few weeks behind us. On the ground, now!
You were in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Alright guys, so that's going to do it for this video. If you're looking for any of the Serenity Forge games, I'll have the links of those in the description as well. But that's all I got for you, the Radical One, and I will see you all later.